Kosciusko County's Silent No More U.S. Senatorial debate. We are so glad that you're here with us today. It is absolutely amazing to see what has taken place, even in just the last few days, how this has mushroomed into being so much bigger than what we had ever anticipated. We wanted to make sure that Kosciusko County was informed about the candidates and what they stood for. And we wanted to make sure that they were educated and understood what their thoughts, what their philosophy, what their dreams were. And we wanted to make sure that that word got out. But now, this word is getting out to over the state of Indiana and to many other places. And we are so thankful for your interest in our Indiana U.S. Senatorial candidates. A brief little history. Just short of a year ago, there was a group of 3 people, including Monica Boyer, Jeremiah Heierman, and John Fussell, that said, we need to start to gather some people together that see that there's some problems potentially here in our country, and we're heading maybe in the wrong direction. Can we start to just get ourselves educated and see what's going on and keep the people informed? And it was with a website that they started at that time that just a couple of days later, somebody said, there's going to be a tea party at different places across the nation. Are you guys going to do a tea party? And they said, yeah, we are. But they weren't planning on doing that. And so in a matter of 6 days, the 3 of them gathered together and said, okay, how do we do a tea party? And they organized and put together the tea party that we had a year ago, which would have been April the 15th last year. And I am an observer. I wasn't a part of that group, but I have seen the process of how this thing has grown. And they ended up saying, you know what, it's impossible to do that, but if we pray and ask the Lord to guide us and help us, God can work through us, even though we are really no one, and we can put this together. They had the faith that it could happen. Now, I thought they were crazy. My faith wasn't evidently quite there, but they said it can be done. In 6 days, amazing things happen for people to get involved and do things that had to be something greater than we can understand. And we had, at the courthouse steps, 1,300 people show up for the first tea party event. Now, at that event, afterwards, we heard so many people saying, I thought I was all alone in this county. I didn't know anybody else felt the same way as I felt. And all of a sudden there was a unity that there's others that were seeing that, yeah, we do want fiscal responsibility. We do want less taxes. We do want less government. But we all felt like we did not have a voice to be able to get that message through to the current political system. The doors were shut, and we tried to call, we tried to email, we tried to phone, we tried to do everything, but those doors were shut. And we just wanted to have our voices heard. We can see the problems that are here in the nation. And do we just lay down and roll over and let it happen? Or do we get involved? And what we realized is what was happening here in Warsaw, Indiana, and Kosciusko County was happening across the nation. Everyone, every community, all across the nation is feeling the same way. We've just been quiet too long. We decided as a group that we were no longer Kosciusko silent no more, that it was time for us to speak. But I'm saying it is time across this nation that we are silent no more. All of us need to gather together. Now, we are very fortunate that we have an individual by the name of Monica Boyer that is unceasingly organized and keeps everyone informed of what's going on. And I owe her all of this because it would have never happened if she wouldn't keep driving and pushing and organizing. She's organized with our group, but then she started to find out there was other groups in Indiana, and she started communicating with them. And we brought together, all of those groups got together as a unit and had a great big tea party here in Warsaw back in, what was it, November? Yeah. How many of you were there? Look at that, awesome. All right, great. She has the dream and the vision that anything is possible. And again, me being a doubting Thomas, thought this? Why would the candidates come here? She says it's possible. The thing that was strange is that we did not have to go to the candidates and say, could we have a debate for you? The thing that was really cool is that they came to us and said, would you put on this debate for us? Okay, final statements, then we got to move on. We, Kosciusko County, have a mission statement. Kosciusko's mission statement is this: to bring about less government, more responsibility, and with God's help, a better world by providing leadership, education, and organized volunteer action in accordance with moral and constitutional principles.